towards our dreams and aspirations. It is the foundation upon which we build our futures. So, what is health to you? Join me, Kofi Bartels, this and every Thursday for Health Thursday, 8 a.m. on the Morning Crossfire as we explore important issues affecting your health. Only on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Informing and entertaining is what we do.
Live from the heart of Victoria Island, you're listening to your number one station, 99.3 Nigeria Info. This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, welcome back. 5 minutes gone past 8 a.m. I have a guest in the studio. I don't think I should call her a guest, but I'm sure you'd like to hear from her. I won't tell you who she is, but I want you to say good morning to my listeners this morning. Just to our listeners, just say something.
You're not going to do this to me now, would you? So good morning, everyone. It's good to be here again. I won't tell you what my name is, so you get to do the honors. But great to be here.
All right, fantastic. I'm sure the voice sounds familiar. I've given the expo away. She's a Media and Communications Manager, Women Advocates Research and Documentation Center. She's executive producer of Borderlines with Ireti Bakari Yusuf, Fridays 4 to 6 p.m. on this station since February 2024. She left the studio to go and make money. In the civil society space.
Actually, to go do some work.
All right. Fantastic. Wemimo, Adewuni, good morning to you.
Good morning.
It's good to see you.
Here.
You're looking good.
Thank you.
And,
you too.
I mean, you're doing great. Yesterday, you were on the streets for some advocacy.
Oops.
And we're going to talk about that today. Suspension of Lagos State guidelines on safe termination of pregnancy. A bit about the Women's Advocates Research and Documentation Center. It is a non-profit civil rights organization established in the year 2000 to promote respect for human rights, gender equality, equity, the rule of law, accountability, and social justice in Nigeria. I know right here in Nigeria Info, we're big on social justice. Yeah. It is also a women's rights organization which provides pro bono legal services for women victims of gender-based violence and women's rights abuse. So you do a lot of work at that WARDC.
Ward C.
Ward C.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Actually, a lot of work. So those who know me know that I'm pro-women. I'm a women's rights advocate.
Everybody should be pro-women.
Actually, everyone should be.
Yeah, I mean...
Like Chimamanda said, everyone should be a feminist.
Yeah, it's like saying you're pro-human.
Human, right? Because women's rights are human rights. So, but because of the gender imbalance that we have in our society, in Nigeria, in Africa, my advocacy has always been around women's rights, especially because around the harsh conversations that we don't want to have, but which are our realities in Nigeria. So yeah, what he does a lot of work providing pro bono services. We drag people to court. We make sure that they go to prison when they perpetrate violence against women. Unfortunately, some of the cases we've seen have been very heartbreaking. Rape, incest appears to be on the rise particularly since the COVID-19 lockdown. You know, there was a lot of violence. Even the Lagos State Domestic Violence Team recorded a high reportage of violence during the lockdown because of frustrations, I believe. But I mean, frustrations will push you to do something that's been in you, because everyone was in the lockdown. Not everyone was beating their wives. Not everyone was abusing their daughters. I mean, some of these situations, for instance, we had a 12-year-old who was abused for years by her father and brother. So she's a niece. So that's her uncle and his son. She got pregnant. She delivered the baby about 2 weeks ago.
The father?
Yep.
Oh, that's really sad.
Yep.
It's really crazy.
And very heartbreaking. Many such stories, that we see. And you'd imagine that for a society that appears to have a lot of moral obligation and religious outlook, you then wonder what in our culture supports incest, what in our culture supports beating a woman, what in our culture supports rape. It's safe to say that some of our legal provisions permit beating a woman. We'll get to all of that. I mean, because even the Nigerian law constitution appears to discriminate legally against women.
These are things that we need to look into. I'm sure that maybe even some of those lawmakers will not be aware
then they shouldn't be there.
Yes. So these are things we need to dig out. I'm not giving an excuse, but I'm saying that some of these laws people have just forgotten. They just moved on. Don't even know that these things we need to bring out. That's why you're there.
Yeah.
Get the information out and say we need to change this thing, change that, because some of them are beyond inexcusable.
All right.
Yeah. And anyone in their right senses will not want that kind of law to. If there's a loophole in the law that allows a man to beat a woman, or to beat to abuse, not even to beat his wife, then it means that it needs to be looked into.
Absolutely.
Yes. So it's International Women's Day tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in celebrating women only on International Women's Day. I believe in celebrating women every single day.
That's right.
But International Women's Day is an opportunity to draw attention to women issues.
Yes.
And on my part, I'll do what I need to do, because I realize that we need to do more in media-wise.
Correct.
Yeah. But let's start from this very important issue of the Lagos State law, which is why we are here. The Lagos State guidelines on the safe termination of pregnancy. Mm-hmm. Tell us about that.
It's about abortion, because everyone comes to my timeline and says, Wemimo, are you asking people to have abortions? I just say, okay, yes. What are you going to do about it? Yes.
But there was a time this law was guidelines were instituted, right?
Yeah. So starting from 2021, the conversation began around women who have health issues. So by law in Nigeria, abortion is not is restrictive. Right, it's not totally illegal, but it's restrictive, which says, okay, if a woman has a health complication, then she can have legal abortion. For instance, if she has ectopic pregnancy, we know that ectopic.
Okay,
pregnancy.
ectopic pregnancy. What does that mean?
So the fetus should sit in the womb. Some decide to stay outside the womb. So I mean, the pregnancy cannot thrive outside the womb. So it attaches to the outside of the womb and begins to bleed, internal bleeding for the woman.
And that is a danger to the woman's life.
It's an emergency. It's an emergency.
Okay.
So in those instances, you'd have medical practitioners offer quick termination of pregnancies in those cases. So we're saying let's expand the conversation a bit. And this is to say, let's stop hiding behind one finger and acknowledge the realities of our days. Rape is on the increase. And when rape happens, which again is a stigma conversation in Nigeria, we still blame the victim. What were you doing there?
All right. So this law was instituted in 2021.
In 2021. So
what happened after that?
It's not a law, it's a guideline. So let me explain what the guideline is. For instance, in tuberculosis, COVID-19, you have guidelines for medical workers. If you go to government hospitals, you see on the wall a list of, if someone presents with tuberculosis, what do you do? At what point do you refer? What do you do pre and post? So that's the same thing for the guidelines. It's on safe termination of pregnancy. It's a 42-page document that was created by, guess who? The Ministry of Health in Lagos State.
I remember,
SOGON.
That's it was a big story then. Oh, come on.
Society for Obstetrics and Gynecologists. NMA. These are doctors who see women every day and who see them dying in their numbers from unsafe abortion. So they created these guidelines to spell out in which cases abortion services should be offered legally. Okay. Which would include people with health issues, and these health issues that were clearly stated in the guidelines.
All right. So what happened after that in 2022?
In 2022, there was a pushback by some religious groups. I won't mention
in Lagos. These are guidelines by the Lagos State government.
By the Lagos State government. Right. So safe to say that there is a national guideline.
Okay.
There is a national guideline. So that the Lagos State guideline drew from the national guideline.
I see.
Also in Lagos State in 2011, the criminal law was amended to then say, because what we had before, if you did abortion, you were going to jail. If you offered abortion, you were going to jail. If you aided abortion, you were going to jail. But they say, okay, in the case of health complications, so it's in the law. So the guidelines built on this law to then provide the guidelines. Remember, these guidelines is not for the public.
So there's a law, national law.
There is a national guideline.
Okay, national guideline.
Yes,
okay.
It's not law, it's a guideline.
Okay.
But the guideline rests on the law.
Okay.
So
on which law?
On the safe termination of pregnancy law.
Okay.
So in the Constitution, you find a place that talks about offering abortion services. And what we had before was a highly restrictive law that says if you aid anyone to get a miscarriage or whatever sort. They are just going to prison. So we had doctors who were afraid to offer abortion services because they didn't want problems. Now, these guidelines, to be clear, is not a guideline for the public. So people say, oh, the guideline is to tell everybody to just keep having abortions. Consistent abortions, is unhealthy for a woman. So even we as women rights advocates, we don't advocate for women to continuously have abortions because it's not good for your health. That's why there is family planning. That's why there are contraceptives.
So why did the Lagos State government suspend the guidelines?
There was no reason. What they said, what we believe, no evidence, but what we believe, was pre-election. In 2022, election was coming up in 2023, and it appeared as if the governor might lose a huge fan base, quote unquote.
Okay.
And so they had to pan to because I emphasize on the guideline was created by the Ministry of Health in Lagos. It was signed. The guideline was signed by the governor. So something that went through thorough processes. Why suspend it? So what we're saying is bring back these guidelines, because what it does, remember, emphasis again, it is for health workers. It's not for the public. It's for them to say, remove your biases when a woman comes in and says, I've been raped. When someone is raped and pregnancy happens, are we condemning that woman to carrying the pregnancy? Is it her fault that she was raped? If she was gang raped by 7 men, is she condemned to carrying that pregnancy? She should have a right to choose, to say, no, I don't want to have this trauma. Or are we saying that if a father impregnates his daughter, she must carry that pregnancy? If a girl is impregnated by her brother or a cousin or her uncle, must she carry that pregnancy?
All right. So the government, what reason did the government of Lagos State under Babajide Sanwo-Olu give as a reason for suspending the guideline?
They said they wanted to consult some more.
Okay. And you talked about some groups that were against it. I remember it was a hot topic in 2021.
It was very hot.
I was around.
Because we went back on the streets. About 1,000 women were on the streets protesting the suspension of that guideline. Because a lot of work had gone into creating it. And the guideline does not say everybody should have abortion. It's not a law. Let's be clear. And it's not saying everybody just go have abortions. No. It's a guideline for health workers to know what to do when a woman comes up and says, oh, I've been raped. That we don't have rape kits in our police stations. So if a woman is raped and then she gets pregnant, what happens? We must move conversation beyond, the rapist will go to jail. Good. But what happens with the woman if she finds herself pregnant? Does she have to she should have a choice to make in that situation.
Right. So they're considering the government is the one who came up with the guideline.
Absolutely.
So if they are the ones who came up with the guideline, did your groups ask for it?
For the guideline?
No, the government on its own side. So we want to come with a guideline.
Oh, so it's full consultation.
So why not allow them to do their the further consultation
with
they want
who?
to do?
With who? Consultations with who? You don't. I mean, so gone. Obstetrics and gynecologists.
Yeah.
Ministry of Health, Lagos State Ministry of Health.
Yeah.
NMA.
Yeah.
So consultation with who? So what we're talking, so again, it was a misrepresentation of what happened. What those bodies assumed, because they did not read the guideline. The document is public. It's a 42-page document. It's written in English. So you can actually take it and read it. It's not saying that everyone should go ahead and have abortions. It's saying that when a woman, Kofi, if a woman has a heart condition, if she's got a liver condition, if she has a brain condition, these are clearly stated in the guidelines.
Right. And
must she carry a pregnancy?
And you talk of things like rape, for instance.
In fact, the guideline did not even fully cover rape and incest, but that's what we've been pushing for, because they'll tell you, and also mental mental illnesses, right? So if a woman is in deep depression, if she has 4 children already or 3 children and she's depressed, deeply depressed, and she has psychological issues, and she's unable to even care for herself, not to mention that pregnancy, she should have a choice to make in that instance. Remember that her life has to be here before she's able to care for whatever baby comes out later. Right now, it's a pregnancy. Let's also be clear that we're not saying that in advanced cases. I gave an instance earlier of a girl who was impregnated by her uncle, and cousin. There was nothing to be done because the pregnancy had advanced. So if it has advanced, we're just going to support you all the way through with counseling and everything. Right. But in the first few weeks of rape, in the first few weeks of incest, instead of covering it up in the house, and these are real situations, people try to resolve it in the family and the pregnancy continues to grow. Go to the hospital. Right, in the first 4 weeks, 8 weeks.
So that was not included in the initial guideline.
You mean the rape and incest?
Yeah.
Not clearly.
Okay.
But we are pushing. So it includes mental unwellness right now.
Okay. Some medical complications as well.
Medical complications,
Mostly.
heart issues, mostly
Life-threatening.
Life-threatening issues.
Okay.
Remember, it's not a law; it's a guideline that then tells health workers if someone comes with this condition, this is what you should be doing as a matter of emergency. It includes pre-counseling and post-counseling.
All right. Now you said we have national guidelines for the safe termination of pregnancy legally.
Yes, we do.
If we have national guidelines, then those national guidelines should operate, in Lagos State. I mean, Lagos is part of Nigeria, so do we need to have
we
Lagos
also
State?
have a national constitution, but we have the Lagos State Criminal Code. So states also have laws that they run on. Every state they have laws that they run on. So they also domesticate guidelines and other things. Even the section gender-based violence, the VAP law. There's a national VAP law. It had to be domesticated state by state because each state is autonomous, so to say. They should be. So they had to domesticate state by state. In domesticating state by state, some of them watered down a bit the VAP law. But that's what's going to operate within their state.
VAP means Violence
Against Persons Prohibition Act.
Okay. All right.
Which was created in 2015.
So if we have guidelines for safe termination of pregnancies from the federal government of Nigeria, if the Lagos State government doesn't have any, if suspended, can't I rely on that?
On the national?
Yeah.
To go to a Lagos State hospital?
Yeah.
No, it will not happen.
What about the federal medical center?
But on paper, it would work. But when you walk in there, it would not happen. Because everyone is trying to save their back. They say, oh, I don't want trouble. Oh, I don't want trouble. And we're also saying that beyond this, the guidelines needs to be expanded a bit more. It's just the first step.
All right. All right. Anyway, let's throw lines open. We'll take a call or two before we go for a break. When we come back, we have some more time to talk. 0700993993993 number to call this morning. In 2022, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu directed the suspension of the Lagos State guidelines on safe termination of pregnancy for legal indications. Right. That was issued by the Directorate of Family Health and Nutrition in the Ministry of Health in Lagos State. And of course, there were reactions to this, by some groups, some stakeholders were not happy, some were in support of it and all that. Wemimo thinks that Adewuni, I guess, this morning feels that the governor was trying to pander to his political base. Maybe didn't want to lose some votes. I don't know if that's true. But what do you think? Wemimo is back with her journalist hat. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning, Mr. Kofi.
Welcome. Yeah, your name and your contribution. You want to say hi to Wemimo?
My name is Bertram.
Bertram, good morning.
Actually, I'm not calling to contribute to the program. I just want to say to Auntie Mommy, my mentor, Wemimo, God bless you.
God bless you too.
You changed my life when you were in Nigeria Info. I don't think the way I used to think. Reason the way I used to reason. I go out for what is good. God bless you.
I'm glad to hear
you
that.
You are my model. God bless you and your family.
Amen.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
I told you. I told you. And if we talk about this topic today, it'll be a miracle. 07009939939. Can't blame your people.
Right.
Your fans makes you. 0700993993993 is the number to call. You can also call 0201-465-7175. Some civil society organizations are calling on the Lagos State government to reinstate the Lagos State guidelines for the safe termination of pregnancy for legal indications. Yeah. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. Welcome. Welcome. Your name and contribution, please.
Good morning. My name is Mania from Satellite Town. It's
Welcome.
good to hear the voice of Wemimo Adewuni again.
Thank you.
We've missed her. Really, I really missed you.
Thank you.
And it's glad to know that you are doing something better out there. You are championing the advocacy for the protection of women,
Yes.
out there and for your gender. As a matter of fact, everyone should be a feminist.
Absolutely.
Because without women, I wonder what the world would be like. They are the beauty, they're the flowers of the world. So, and I think it's important that these guidelines are returned back to where they were
Yeah.
to ensure that people have a choice when they're in very, very delicate situation.
Right.
Because like some of the instances you mentioned, like cases of incest, rape, and the rest of them, the victim should be able to have a choice, either to keep or to terminate.
Yes.
And like you rightly pointed out, these guidelines are not for the public consumption.
Introducing the essence of true authenticity in fragrance, Wazobia perfume, the correct scent, a unique blend that captivates the authentic spirit of Nigeria, now available in both perfume and body spray. Designed for everyone, yes, you heard it right. Wazobia is a unisex fragrance perfect for both men and women. Its rich and versatile aroma is a statement of inclusivity and unity. Unleash your confidence with every spray. Are you a retailer or do you love to buy in bulk? We've got you covered across Nigeria. Wazobia perfume comes in cartons of 24 bottles and the body spray is available in cartons of 48. Interested in making Wazobia perfume a part of your collection or store? For carton purchases, contact us at email contact@wazobiacosmetics.ng. That is in capital letters, contact@wazobiacosmetics.ng. Or call us on 0809-597-5981. 0809-597-5981. Our team is ready to assist you with your orders. Wazobia perfume, the correct scent. Your new signature fragrance is just a call or a click away. Authentic, unisex, confidence. Wazobia.
This is an infomercial.
All right, we have a main commercial break up next, but of course, as Health Thursday right here on the Morning Crossfire, Wemimo Adewuni is our guest this morning. She needs no introduction, but these days she's more in the advocacy and civil society space, making more money.
Kofi and making more money. I wish.
We have
Don't worry, I'll
break.
start making more money soon.
We'll be right back. Stay with us.
More talk, news, and sports after this. Do you wish to migrate this June or September for studies and work to United Kingdom, Canada, USA, Australia, Germany, or Ireland? You are not late this time. This is your best opportunity to meet with different school representatives from these countries to start and fulfill your study dreams abroad at the Henge Education Fair, holding on Thursday, March 7th and Friday, March 8th, 2024, to access fantastic scholarships and discounts. Day 1, March 7th, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Day 2, March 8th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Venue, Lennox Mall, Block 10, Plots 2 and 3, Admiralty Way, Lekki, Phase 1, Lagos. You can come along with your credentials for free counseling, evaluation, or on-the-spot offers, visa advice, and lots more. Parents and guardians can represent their words. Hurry now. Branded gifts available for the first 100 persons. For more enquiries, call or WhatsApp Abimbola on 0802-427-1694 or Mortgagee on 0803-430-3959.
Looking for a bank that understands your dreams? Big or small? Look no further than Moneyfield Microfinance Bank. From personal to SME support loans and interest-friendly service account, we offer a host of financial solutions tailored to meet the unique needs of our clients. At Moneyfield, we are not just a bank. We are your financial partners on the journey to success. Download our mobile banking app from Play Store or Apple Store to open an account with us today and discover a world of financial possibilities. You can visit us at 22 Bagley Street off King George 5 Road, Onikon, Lagos, or any of our branches in Idumota, Trade Fair, Oshodi, Yaba, and Ijora, or call us on 0700-02-48632. You can also check us out online at www.moneyfieldmfv.com. Moneyfield Microfinance Bank. You are in good hands.
We get one love, we're showing big love, making homes available to everyone. Let's grow peace and build unity, so every one of us can live as one.
Hey, this Valentine's season, Adro Homes don't carry one love promo to Nagidigba for everyone to enjoy. With 25% to 45% discount, come buy your own land. Take celebrate with your lover this season. For this one love promo, with as low as 50,000 naira initial deposit, you said don't become landlord without to make you live in peace and unity with your family. Plus, say Adro Home go summer you 12 to 48 months payment plan with gift items for this one love promo season. No gree make this opportunity pass you by. Or you call this number 0813-421-6595 or 0909-393-4115. Adro Homes One Love Promo. Terms and conditions, deal.
Agron Homes.
Building cities, communities, and homes.
The holy month of Ramadan is upon us. As we embark in this journey, let's not forget to show love through sharing. Stay ahead with Dairy Power from Sahur to Iftar. Join us every Monday to Friday as we explore the spiritual and physical benefits of the month. The show comes with exciting recipes that will make your Sahur and Iftar memorable. Catch us on our YouTube page, Hollandia Dairy Nigeria. This Ramadan, stay ahead with Dairy Power. Ramadan Mubarak from Hollandia.
What if every woman felt included, empowered, and celebrated?
At Wemimo, we're not just asking the question, we're taking action. Through our women-led initiative, Sarah, we're breaking down barriers and opening doors for women everywhere. We believe in empowering women through finance because we understand that financial independence is a crucial step towards inclusion. By providing women with the tools and resources they need to achieve their financial goals, we're not just empowering individuals, we're building a more inclusive society. Join us in celebrating International Women's Day on March 8th, 2024, as we inspire inclusion and empower women to reach new heights. Wemimo, empowering women through finance. Together, we can inspire inclusion.
Every parent wants to see their child growing up happy and healthy. Introducing Renzo Vitamins for Kids, a secret to your child's daily nutrition and boundless joy. With Renzo Vitamins, your child will have the energy to embrace every moment and unlock their full potential. Give your child a head start in life with Renzo Vitamins for Kids, because a happy child is a healthy child.
Once upon a time, there was a boy named Kelvin. Growing up, Kelvin used kerosene lanterns and sometimes even candles to do his homework, but they were just not bright enough. When Kelvin grew older, he then tried using a generator to power his home. But Kelvin has discovered the Sun King solar inverter to power his home and his new startup business. Kelvin now saves more and enjoys comfort and peace of mind. That's not all. You also get to enjoy a 3-year warranty and the added advantage of paying in installments. Be like Kelvin. Call 0800-786-5464, 0800-786-5464 to get started. Sun King. Power on, Niger.
To cook correct food, they always give me joy. That's now why anytime when they cook like this, they always season them with no cubes. Come add correct vegetables inside. Ugu, tatasheo, shombo, onions. No one I know they put. Now he make my pikin them, they always enjoy my cooking.
Daddy, I never available. I want more.
You see? Sama all your food with correct vegetables. Come season them with no cubes for that to get delicious taste. Today, chop better.
Okay, investment full ground, oh. Service for you feed trust, oh. It's time to live the good life, oh. Secure the bag with I Invest. I Invest, oh. With I Invest, secure the bag. I Invest, oh. With I Invest, hey, secure the bag. I Invest, oh. With I Invest, secure the bag. With I Invest, oh. The bag. I Invest, oh.
Yes, I Invest is one way to build lasting wealth. Buy Nigerian equities. Get higher interest rates on fixed deposits and savings. Visit www.i-investng.com to access a wide range of other financial products that offer good returns on your investments. All transactions are done through regulated financial institutions. I Invest. Let's help you secure the bag.
Now we're back on the Morning Crossfire.
All right, welcome back. It's Still Health Thursday right here on the Morning Crossfire. My name is Kofi Bartels. Don't forget oneplay.ng. Give it away, 10,000 naira to 5 lucky players. Okay, all you have to do is head to the website www.oneplay.ng. That's the number 1 and then the word play. Oneplay.ng. Head to the website and you can play the lottery. Each ticket costs 500 naira. But you have to click on the box that has Nigerian for 99.3. When you click on the box, there's a button there that says play for 500 naira. When you click that button, it takes you to a page where you can enter your details and play for 500 naira. Alternatively, you can play with your USSD code. You can participate in that game, that lottery game. Dial the code star 347 star 880 star 3 hash star 347 star 880 star 3 hash, and we'll do the live draw in the studio. We have my screen is open, and we'll pick the winners, and you just might be the lucky person. Okay, only 500 naira to win 10,000 naira this morning. OnePlay.ng, that's the website, and all the USSD code. Wemimo Adewuni is still with me in the studio. She's here as we talk about the suspended Lagos State guidelines on the safe termination of pregnancy for legal indications. This was suspended in July 2022 by the Lagos State government. A statement by the Commissioner for Health, Professor Akin Abayomi, titled "Retraction on Guidelines Relating to Safe Termination of Pregnancy for Medical Reasons in Lagos State." And the governor said that the new guidelines will not be implemented until the termination or adequate deliberation. So we'll consult. Now, some civil society organizations like the one Wemimo is representing yesterday went on a march.
Yes.
Should I call it protest?
Well, it was more a walk because we already...
An advocacy walk.
Yes.
All right. Calling on the Lagos State government to reinstate that, to leave the suspension and bring back the Lagos State guidelines on safe termination of pregnancies in legal indications.
Right.
Because you're saying that more women are dying, losing their lives.
They are.
Or having to live with children they don't want.
Right. From rape and incest.
Rape and incest.
So we realized that terrible number of the total maternal death in the world, the number of women who die carrying pregnancies, 10% come from Nigeria. After India, Nigeria is next.
Maternal mortality.
Death, maternal mortality.
Due to pregnancy complications.
Maternal, yes, complications. 10%.
In the world.
In the whole wide world. Nigeria contributes, donates 10% women death to the world.
But how many of these are due to
unsafe abortion?
Yes, and maybe either unsafe. Okay, so we have unsafe abortions that, if we had this law, would be addressed.
Absolutely. So right now, people are having abortions anyway.
Unsafe. And why is it called unsafe abortion?
So if you look at secondary schools around you, it's sad that this also affects a lot of teenagers and adolescents. Teenagers are using hangers to bring out babies.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So they get pregnant. For instance, we got a call a few weeks ago. A guy calls
hanger.
Hanger.
How can you use hanger to bring out?
They use hanger. They drink all sorts of concoctions.
Because they can't go to the hospital.
Because they can't go to the hospital. Because they can't tell anybody. Because our society says that it's not a conversation to have. But families are then losing their daughters, who then die.
But these teenagers, not all of them have complications that would require safe termination. Maybe they just got pregnant and then they just feel like taking it, don't have a child.
So I mean, we don't know beyond. So where we are at right now is to even say, okay, let's even talk about women who are victims of rape and incest and health complications. But a bigger conversation to have is we need to unveil and demystify abortion. Countries that have legalized abortions actually then count lower abortion rates. Because people are able to talk about their challenges. Oh, I want to abort this child. You have access to counseling. Many of them end up not aborting those babies. But if you're unable to talk about it, you'll find any means to get it out. While you're doing that, you're hurting yourself or even killing yourself.
Okay, interesting. We have a caller on the line, 99.3. Good morning. Hello, can you hear me, please? Hello, can you hear me? All right, 0700-993-993-993. 0700-993-993-993, and we also have 0201-465-7190, female line on Health Thursday today. Should the Lagos State government lift the suspension of the Lagos State guidelines for the safe termination of pregnancies for legal indications or not? Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Kofi.
Welcome. Who do we have on the line, please?
You have Madam Shakara on the line, calling from Ededa. I'm calling to greet Wemimo.
Good morning.
Wemimo, good morning. We miss you so much.
I missed you all too. I missed you all.
How are you and your family?
We're fine. We're doing good. Thank you.
So nice to hear your voice.
Same here. So good to hear your voice too. Thank you.
Miss you. Well done. Well done. You are a woman we are proud of. A woman of probity and great honor. Well done. May God continue to bless you and guide your way.
Amen.
Have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much.
Madam Shakara, don't worry. I will bring my mail back so you'll be calling. Since you refused to call my program.
I want to have her back many times.
Since you refused to call me. Madam Shakara, call me tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll bring my mail back here. Thank you so very kindly for your time. All right. 99.3, good morning.
Good morning, Kofi Bartels.
Welcome.
Wemimo, mother of 3 sons.
Ma.
Where have you been? You just tiptoed out of Nigeria Info.
Well, I went to do some work. I rolled up my sleeves and got to work.
It's well with you.
Thank you.
I need to support you offline. I need to know how to do that.
I'm on social media.
Yeah,
I'm on social media. You can join. So this advocacy is called the Pink Movement. So you can look at the hashtag the Pink Movement. And
Okay,
you can,
I'll do that. I wish and I pray that Lagos State government will do exactly what they promised they will do after a while. It's important we have that because, like you said, if a girl child is raped, you don't saddle her with the responsibility of having a child she never desired to have. So it's a conversation we should have. I have friends who have had ectopic pregnancies. It's a conversation and something that Lagos State should spearhead. We are the center of excellence as I live in Lagos. So they usually will start good things. I think they should look at the guidelines again, fine-tune it, and let it work.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for all you do. Like I said, I will look at the Pink Initiative and see the way I can support you out of the studio. Kofi Bartels, thanks for bringing Wemimo.
Thank you very much for calling in. Thank you very much for calling in. I'll let her go. I just want to pick as many calls. Sorry about that. We had to go. 99.3, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome. What's your name? Where are you listening to us from? Oh, that's him, but sorry about that. 99.3, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Wemimo.
Good morning.
Hey. Good morning. So good to hear from you again.
Same here.
Before you were once one that is behind this thing, you'll be anchoring and interviewing other people. Now you are the one
answering the questions.
Yes.
Right.
How are the twins now?
They are fine. The boys are fine. I don't have twins, so I have boys.
Yeah.
She's always to say amen. I'm saying amen on behalf.
Stop it right there.
But before you go, madam, what do you think about what Wemimo has been talking about?
I love the advocacy, and I heard what she told the last woman on how we are going to also help follow her and see the contributions that we can
So what are you saying to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu?
Babajide Sanwo-Olu, let's leave fanaticism alone, religion alone. Please. Help these people, because all this thing is all about politics. You want to please people so you can get to government, but the women are the ones suffering. Please, I beg of you, allow these people the women who are, when you go to do backyard runs for abortion, that is when you put it with doctors, those quack, you're supposed to quack doctors. Some of these quack doctors still rape these people again. So it is actually not fair. It is not fair. I don't know what happens, but I know that things like this go on.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time. I want us to please. I want you to, if you call, you give me your thoughts on the issue, because Wemimo is here for a reason, and we need to push that message. Give it a support. Sam is on the line. Sam, good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
All right, Sam, where are you listening to us from?
Yeah, from Lagos Island.
All right. Would you support? Do you support this advocacy? And what are your thoughts on it?
Oh, well. But it should be followed duly. I don't really support it completely. But
why don't you support it?
Yeah, like in what aspect? What do you mean? In what aspect I should make a support?
No. You say you don't support it, so it's for you to tell me why don't you support it?
The abortion, isn't it? I advocate for abortion, but there's a but. If it is frequent, it shouldn't.
Okay.
But when it's life-threatening, you understand, maybe in the case of rape or something related to that, and it's affecting the mother's life, why not? It should be done.
Thank you. We have to go. The baby who comes as a result of rape, doesn't that child deserve a life?
I love to say that this campaign...
Is it the child's fault that he or she came as a result of that? Must they suffer? It's because the child is made up of two. That child is both from the father and from the mother. So, for instance, I'm a woman.
The father being the father of the mother.
Yes, yes.
So you think that's a thing to have?
No, I'm asking you the question. If a child comes as a result of rape, and your advocacy is saying we need to terminate that because it's an unwanted child, it's as a result of rape. I'm saying children that come out of rape cases are also blessings to our society.
Stop.
No, I'm asking the question. Let me frame it. Let me frame it properly so you don't misunderstand me. I'm saying, what is it about the child that means that it needs to be taken away? Is it that maybe the woman will constantly be reminded about that? Because the child is from the rapist, who is the father, who did a wrong, and the mother, who is a victim. Part of her blood, her gene is there.
I'm cringing on myself.
No, I'm asking the question. You can cringe, but it's my duty to ask.
I will answer it.
So why should that child be, terminated because through no fault of his or her, the father brought him into the world through that very, very condemnable act?
So I love to say that this advocacy is pro-life, and it is pro the life of the woman and the girl first.
No, I'm not talking about that.
I'm answering your question. Answering your question. So while you're asking about a fetus, it's not a baby yet until it's born. When you're asking about a fetus,
I don't even know about the whole fetus thing.
That's what I'm telling you.
I'm not there.
That's what I'm telling you. It's not a baby until it's born. It's a fetus.
Let's not talk stages, but I'm just saying.
Because, we're asking that the woman and the girl should have a choice to make in the early stages. We're talking about when the child is born. We're not even going there. We're saying in the first few weeks, she has a choice to make.
That is a different debate. Now we're saying, okay, you're saying, and the campaign is saying that for women who are victims of rape, that's a very condemnable act. And then women go through a lot, no doubt. But I'm saying, since the idea is that because it's a child of rape, all right, it's a product of rape, very condemnable act, it may not necessarily be needed. But I'm saying, if the child itself too.
It's not a child, it's a pregnancy.
Okay, the pregnancy being terminated, all right, the pregnancy being terminated because of rape. Is it the child's fault if it becomes a human being?
There's no child yet.
There's no child yet.
It's a pregnancy.
Okay. So why must it be included in this particular law?
So the option is to provide a choice. Nobody is going to force a woman who has been raped to have an abortion. It's to say that you have a choice to make if you do not want that pregnancy, not a child, because it's in the early stages. So the trauma, maybe you need to see firsthand the trauma.
But pregnancy leads to a child
later on, because there's developmental stages.
Why do you have a problem with the word child?
Because it's not a child. In the first 4, 8, 15, 12 weeks, it's a pregnancy. It's a fetus. People who have children.
What are you pregnant with?
A fetus.
What is a fetus?
Sperm and egg.
Okay. And does it stay like that forever?
It grows at 9 months into a child.
It's not a child. I'm trying to understand because, me, I don't know a lot about this.
I can explain it.
But I feel that, yes, indeed, if a woman wants to terminate pregnancy because it's as a result of rape, the child is not the one at fault,
And the girl, the 12-year-old girl is not at fault either.
I know. I'm just saying that the child could end up, please forgive my naivety,
becoming the president of Nigeria.
Okay.
Like they always say.
You say. Forgive my naivety. I'm trying to understand.
You are assuming a life that is not. I assume
you're talking to somebody who does not educate me. I assume you're talking to somebody who doesn't know much about this. Okay. Yeah. Because I'm a lay person here.
No,
I'm asking you a question.
I'm asking a question. But let me answer. Because there might be other people who have.
We have to go. I tell you what, we're going to bring you back here.
I'll be glad to.
But at the end of the day, the debate has to be had.
Absolutely.
About whether a pregnancy, like you said, as a result of a rape, should be terminated.
It's a woman's choice to make.
All right. The child has no choice.
There's no child. There's a fetus.
Okay. See, you have to sit down and explain this thing to me so I understand.
I will.
All right. I want to say good morning to pharmacist Chiamaka in Kemakolam. Pharmacist, don't worry. It's part of the whole thing. Okay. So don't worry about the time. Good morning to you. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Good morning.
You have to lift your microphone up a bit.
Good morning. I'm fine.
All right, remember, stay with me. You don't go. We're still
okay.
So you were a representative, special guest for with us today. You're a medical representative. You'll be discussing, of course, a product designed for women under 50.
Yes,
indeed. So tell us about that. what product are we talking about here?
Okay, the product we're talking about today is Well Woman Original. It's a multivitamin. It contains essential multivitamins and nutrients that is needed for a woman for her everyday life, the everyday woman. So, like we know, giving Lagos as an example, we go through stress, and some of this stress causes a lot of things to us. It affects our psyche, it affects our hearts, our physical, even hormonal imbalance. It affects all those things. So Well Woman, it's formulated to help the woman meet her nutritional needs, everyday nutritional need, and also help balance her hormone from all the hustles and bustles of life too.
Okay. So tell us some more about Well Woman.
Well, like I said, it's a combination of essential nutrients.
Okay.
So there is something in the world now, there is something called nutritional deficiency, which is something Well Woman helps prevent that nutritional deficiency. Some people might say, okay, we eat food every day, we eat fruits and everything, but one thing, science has proven that the amount of nutrition in the fruits today is not the same amount of nutrition in the fruits and food like 10 years ago.
Really?
Yes, because a lot of things have happened, pollution, lack of nutrients in the soil, leaching and all that.
Okay.
So you won't get the same amount that you had 10 years ago now. So that's why we brought Well Woman to, solve that particular nutritional deficiency which everybody has. And like I said, it's for the everyday woman below 50 years.
All right, I see. Why below 50 years?
Because there is also Well Woman 50 plus
for
50 years and above.
So since Wemimo was trying to educate me on pregnancy, it's not feeling, we're not doing that. Can pregnant women take Well Woman?
No, pregnant women can't take Well Woman. There is another range of products called Pregnant Care, which is specifically for pregnant women. But Well Woman is just for every woman below the age of 50.
So if a woman is not trying for a pregnancy, can she take it?
If a woman is
not trying.
Okay, not trying. If a woman is not trying, of course she can take. But if she's trying for a pregnancy, she can go for Pregnant Care Conception.
Okay, that's another one.
Yes, that's
from
another
Vitabiotics.
One. Yes.
All right, interesting. So let's put it out there for those who are listening who are trying to understand what you're saying. Who should take Well Woman?
Well Woman should be taken by women from 18 years to the age of 49. The Well Woman Original.
Okay.
So those are people that need it. Everyday woman.
All right.
From 18 years to 49 years.
Yeah.
Those are the people that need Well Woman Original.
I see. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Thank you for sharing that. You've told us about the product, about the benefits. But one more time, let's look at the benefits one more time of taking Well Woman.
Okay. The benefits of Well Woman: one, it helps combat stress. It helps also build up the woman's immune system, reduces or prevents nutritional deficiency. Also helps balance the hormone of women, because that's one thing now that is very, very, very rampant everywhere, hormonal imbalance. So it contains something called evening primrose that helps balance the hormones of women.
I see. Very important to take care of women's health. Women go through a lot that I don't think that sometimes when I think about it as a man, I'll be able to go through that. And that's why I say women are special. You have to take care of them, nourish, and do all you need to do to ensure that women are given health. And Wemimo, in a part of the world, we relegate women and children.
Yeah.
In some societies, men take all the best everything in the house and all that. We need to push men forward, women forward, push children forward, and give them priority for their health care. I want to ask you a tough question. Pharmacist, are there any side effects of taking Well Woman?
There are no known side effects of taking Well Woman.
All right. Okay. All right. So for those who are listening and they would like to purchase Well Woman with all the advantages and all the benefits you've talked about, where can our listeners purchase Well Woman?
Well Woman can be purchased at any leading pharmacy in your area.
I see. Interesting. Just walk into any pharmacy and just say you want Well Woman. They ask you which Well Woman. What would you say?
Well Woman Original.
Original.
Yes.
All right. And you can purchase that. All right. So there are no known side effects. I'm going to come back to you, pharmacist Chiamaka Nkemakolam. Of course, if you're listening to us today, we're bringing you information on a popular range of multivitamin supplement that is specially designed for women. Specially designed for. So you're not taking the one that is for everybody, Abby. It's just specific. Because some people just take a general one. It's good to have the one that's specifically designed for women, right?
Well Woman is specific for women. There is Well Man for men, but this is for women.
And this from Vitabiotics.
Yes.
UK's #1 supplement manufacturers brand.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. And we hear that it is a supplement specifically formulated to cater to the nutritional needs of women throughout their life, like you just heard from her. But this one is for those below the age of 50.
Yes.
All right. Then they have the one for those above 50.
50 and above, yes.
Why the difference? Why can't you just have one? Is there a special reason for that?
Well, the truth is, as you grow older, you need a different set of nutrition. Like women 50 years and above, there's something called osteoporosis, which is something that is very, very common for women from menopausal age above. So it contains a different set of nutrition or nutrients that cater for women at that age, because at that age, they deal with menopause, some of them deal with osteoporosis, the stress at that age and all that. So there is a different formulation for women of that age and above.
All right. So she's here talking about Well Woman Original, pharmacist Chiamaka Nkemakolam. And of course, you heard her say, she said, Well Woman contains essential nutrients needed for the health and vitality of the everyday woman. And you also said it's available in pharmacies nationwide.
Yes, it is.
All right, so just walk into any pharmacy and say you need Well Woman Original, right?
Yes.
Okay. Quite interesting. Wemimo, I just want to say, if Lagos State government does not leave the suspension on this of the guidelines for the safe termination of pregnancies in legal conditions for legal indications, what will the women's rights groups, Award C in particular, do?
They'll be seeing more of us. Over 500 women were in Ikeja yesterday on the road for the Pink Movement.
So that's the governor's backyard.
Yes. When they suspended the guideline, over 1,000 women were on the road. Because we're having advocacy conversation with all stakeholders, religious groups, community groups, school owners, and all of that. And with also the Commissioner for Women Affairs, the Ministry of Health, the Lagos State government. We did just a walk. If they don't leave the suspension, they'll be seeing more of us.
Okay. Do you intend to go to court?
On the guidelines, we could, because we do advocacy, we do litigation.
Someone they're in your backyard.
We're right here.
You want to see more of them? Please leave the suspension so we can have this. I know the governor would like to see this thing there because he's a very exposed person.
Yeah,
his
wife is also a gynecologist, so she understands.
In fact, we will join the women to come to your backyard. Ikeja is where you are.
Yes, we just cross the road.
Night and day, no sleep. We'll make noise. Okay, we still have with us pharmacist Chiamaka Nkemakolam here, giving us information about the United Kingdom's #1 supplement manufacturers brand Vitabiotics, who have a special supplement for women. It's a popular range of multivitamins supplement called Well Woman. And she's been giving us some. I'm going to ask you some questions again for those who did not hear you well earlier. What is Well Woman?
Well Woman is a supplement which contains essential nutrients, multivitamins that is formulated to cater for everyday woman, especially women below the age of 50. That's for Well Woman Original. So it helps reduce stress.
Very important.
Yes, very, very important, because we're in Lagos State. It reduces stress, it boosts the immune system, it helps balance the hormone of the woman that is caused due to stress and some other things. And like I said, an everyday woman needs nutrition, just like every other person.
Right. So even if you're taking all your fruit, your vegetables, you're sleeping, resting well, looking fresh like Wemimo, you still need something like this to balance you, right?
Yes, you do. You do.
Okay.
Like I said initially, science has proven that the nutrients contained in fruits and food is not the same as that 10 years ago. So you need to supplement.
All right, we have to go. I want to thank you, pharmacist, for your time this morning.
Thank you so much.
Chiamaka Nkemakolam.
Yes.
And of course, I want to say big thanks to Wemimo Adewuni, who's been with us right from 8 o'clock, giving us all the information we need. And we're starting my firepower. Don't worry, we'll do this again, definitely. She's a media communications manager for Women Advocates Research and Documentation Center, Ward C. And she's been here calling for the Lagos State government on behalf of Ward C and other women's advocacy groups to lift the suspension earlier placed on the Lagos State guidelines.
When there is news, we report it.
What about conversation? We bring it.
We go women, they are not my class.
Hey, why are you talking to me?
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens.